In the last earnings, Palantir came out and they invested hundreds of millions of dollars into SPACs. During the earnings, it came out that they lost a shit ton of money in the same exact SPACs that they were investing into. They invested into over a dozen SPACs. I am personally invested into 2 of these over dozen SPACs called Wejo, which stands for We Journey, and more importantly, Lilium, which is just an eVTOL company, electric vertical takeoff and landing company. After Palantir's earnings, they came out and said, hey, we're gonna be reducing our SPAC investments, we're gonna be reducing our SPAC exposures, and I honestly thought that they might have been selling out of Wejo or Lilium. I was happy to see a video the other day that came out from Palantir, it came out like 3 days ago, where they're showcasing Lilium. In my opinion, and SPACs get a really bad name. And for anybody that doesn't know what a SPAC is, very, very simple. SPAC stands for a special purpose acquisition company. Instead of you doing an IPO or a DPO, you just merge with a company that's already on the stock market. SPACs are a dime a dozen. It all depends on what company is merging with the existing SPAC and what can you do as a new entity. Lilium is groundbreaking technology. They're not the only eVTOLs, but they are the only eVTOL jets. So there's a lot of companies that do electric takeoff and electric landing, but most of those are drones and they all look like freaking drones. While Lilium looks and is an actual jet with 30 drone-like propellers built into the wing, which allows it to take off vertically, fly, and land vertically. Recently, they also added landing gear, which is gonna be able to extend their trip and safety by 15 to 20%. I'm gonna play you a video that Palantir put out. In my personal opinion, if Lilium can do what they're on target to do, and so far they've been doing exactly what they said they're gonna do. They're currently in testing over in Europe. When they get Europe authorization for flight, they're then gonna bring that over to the United States. Currently, they're at their 2nd out of 4 audits in the European Aviation Authority. If Lilium can do what they say that they're gonna do, I believe that this is gonna be a home run play for Palantir. Guys, before we go any further, I would like to say a huge happy birthday to my man, Yankee, from the Patreon group, from the Wolfpack. Shout out, my man is in Vegas. He's gonna go to the strip. He's gonna do that sippy, and he's gonna get twisted. I just wanted to say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Yankee. Happy birthday to you. Guys, seriously, thank you so much for letting me sing that happy birthday show. I love my Patreon members. I love the Wolfpack. Thank you so much for supporting me from the Safe Moon days. Love you guys. How does Lilium actually play in to Palantir? Lilium is all electric. 90% of all the force of Lilium is the takeoff and the landing, while the cruising speed takes up like another 10%, give or take. Lilium is trying to be more efficient, and by being more efficient, they just need to be less inefficient. And we all know that Palantir Foundry is the program that allows you to be an empire builder, an enterprise builder. Lilium has a range of 150 kilometers per hour with a speed of 175 kilometers per hour. It flies in a straight line from point A to point B. It has 1 pilot with either 4 passengers for a luxury trip, 6 passengers for a non-luxury trip and just a standard trip. And then they have no passengers and just a pilot if they want to ship around cargo, products, goods, so on and so forth. They have a distinct advantage because they could take off and land at any helipad situation, at any helipad location. There is a reason they were built like that, so that they can do air transportation more efficiently than a competitor can do land transportation. It's very important to integrate data analytics, especially data analytics for your entire fleet of vehicles, or in this case, your entire fleet of jets. Not only the fleet of jets that you're building, but also the fleet of jets that you already sold and are renting out to other companies. There's millions upon millions of data points that need to be analyzed in real time. There's only one company that can analyze in real time millions upon millions of data points and put this all together without the need for cloud storage. This company is, in fact, Palantir. I'm going to play you this video. They're going to explain it a lot better what they do with Palantir or what Palantir does with Lilium. I'm just super excited that Palantir is, in fact, showcasing Lilium. I think I'm the only YouTuber that consistently covers Lilium. Please, if you like Lilium content or Palantir content or just like my stupid face, please give me a like, a share, and subscribe down below. I would greatly appreciate it. It would help me reach more people in the YouTube almighty algorithm and help me get some ad revenue to pay for this dope-ass studio that's run by a 27-man team. And while you're there, let me give a shout out to the sponsors of today's video. The sponsors of today's show is no other than Webull. Webull is a stock exchange platform. Webull also allows you to trade cryptocurrency. If you want to get up to 12 free stocks with Webull, please click the link down below. I am a social influencer that got an influencer link with Webull. You help the channel out and only use Webull if you actually need another platform. I'm not trying to shill it on you, but Webull is a great platform that gives you a lot of information. It's really easy to use and allows you to trade pre-market and aftermarket as well. It's a win-win situation for me and you and Webull. Thank you so much. Let's get back to the show. Let's watch this video together.
At Lilium, we are building radically better ways of moving. This is enabled by our electrical vertical takeoff and landing jet that will enable people to move faster on a regional scale in an affordable way and in a sustainable way.
We want our software to power up technology partners with bold visions. Lilium's commitment to zero operating emissions is accelerating the decarbonization of air travel, and we're mobilizing the power of our software to help them do that.
Foundry is a very powerful tool for us, but it also comes with an incredibly smart team who are helping us implementing and integrating this tool into our data ecosystem. And those two things together make it beyond competition.
With Foundry, Lilium can create a digital twin of their aircrafts as well as their business operations. For their aircrafts, this digital tool can capture information from design to supply chain, manufacturing, and eventually their flight service. For business operations, a digital twin can model the supply chain bottleneck or help users understand flight patterns to optimize routing.
So at any given point of time, every single aircraft produced by Lilium will have its replica fully refined that we can draw upon to improve the reliability of the aircraft, to improve the quality of the aircraft, make it more affordable.
We're building an entire data ecosystem around our airplanes and service, and we want to use every piece of data and every sensor to generate value for our customers.
We understand the importance of reliable decision-making at the edge. Our edge offerings directly address the capabilities Lilium needs to scale and operate seamlessly across edge devices. Our Edge Stream capability allows Lilium to run mission-critical data processes unaffected by low cloud connectivity or unstable internet access.
Long term, we believe that this will open an entire new world of data-based services to our customers.
We are at the very beginning of our journey with Palantir. We are very excited about the future prospect of what we're going to build together.
What an amazing video that was. Daniel Weigel is one of the co-founders of Lilium. He was the CEO until recently. Lilium hired a guy called Klaus. Klaus was the ex-CEO and the person in charge of Airbus. Airbus, as you know, had a very successful airplane called the A350, and this was headlined and spearheaded by this guy called Klaus. Daniel Weigel, at the same time, steps down as CEO, and he is now only going to be the head engineer. This entire time, he worked as both the CEO and head engineer. Now he can focus all of his time on what he does best, and that's design the aircraft. And somebody else can focus on what they do best, and that's being a CEO and bringing world-class airplanes to the market. Now, there is one criticism by somebody. I got a message on my Lilium jet videos. The message essentially said, this is idiotic. This jet will never fly. Right now, they're doing everything with no weight. As soon as they put weight into the airplane, it's never gonna fly. To this, I'm gonna say, you're a freaking blinking idiot. The whole point of the testing right now is to see if everything's going to work or not. Currently, Lilium is unmanned, which means it's used with a remote control, and they're processing millions of different data points. How are they processing millions of different data points? You guessed it, they're using Palantir Foundry. The whole point of investing in a company, the whole point of product research, the whole point of research and development is, in fact, to try to back up your thesis and try to back up your hypothesis that your project will actually work when it comes to market. Lilium is in an emerging market. Lilium is in an emerging market that nobody's ever done what they're trying to do, and they're trying to refine the entire market that is new to begin with. If Lilium was already a home run and already made their product, Lilium would not be down 90% for the year, 80%, whatever. Lilium would not be stupid cheap under $1 billion. Lilium would have a 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, $100 billion market cap. Lilium has the world to take over. Lilium has a huge opportunity here. And this is the thing, if Palantir hits just one home run, obviously a few would be better, but just one home run, Palantir is going to make a shit ton of money on their SPAC investments. Right now, it's easy to criticize and kick the horse that's down, right? While Palantir is down, it's easy to make fun of them. Why are you investing in SPACs? However, at one point, the SPACs were actually up, and Palantir was kind of a genius. Palantir invested into SPACs the same way that we invest as retail investors into companies. We believe preemptively to invest in a company for what's going to happen in the future. The market is down, everything is down, and Palantir just picked the wrong spot to come in, but they're a long-term investor, they're a long-term holder, and hopefully Palantir sticks to Lilium and Wejo. I personally love Lilium out of all of their SPACs the most. I'm an investor in Lilium. I will keep investing and covering Lilium. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and stop watching YouTube. Go enjoy the day with your family. Leave YouTube and making work for me. The Berg is out.